everyone! So here we have a set I've just done. My nails are getting fancy as... can't finish that word, can I? Yes, because my ladies are pretty much all having their penultimate sets before I take a bit of time off for my recovery. They're all having some really fancy sets now, and then next time they come in, they're having everything like taken off or down to gel polish or something. So... this is one of my regular ladies. I have removed her previous set down to a thin, very, very thin clear base. She has pretty much overlays. Anyone who's watched my videos before might recognise her nails. I'm aware some are lifted and separated and stuff. This, I have permission from her doctor to work on her nails and her specialist at the hospital, so no worries there. And sorry for my stumps. My thumbs got basically abused by a printer. So sorry, my dog's sneezing in the background. So one thumb I smacked against a wall, and the other thumb now snapped hard while I was trying to fix something on my printer. So alas, that is what is happening with my little stumpy fingers there. And I feel like I've had my thumbs removed, making me very sad. So I've talked the entire way through this first nail, so I will wait until we get to the other nail before I start telling you what I'm actually doing. But as you can see, I'm doing like a marbly tip with a bit of glitter and some Amethyst Chameleon flakes. So what I'm using today is the cover pink is CJP Vanilla Shine. The white I'm using is CJP White Diamonds. I'm using two purples. I'm using Purpleicious and, oh god, Lavender Frost, Lilac Frost, something like that. To be honest, I used it once or twice, but most of the colour on here is Purpleicious. So I'm starting off with the CJP Vanilla Shine, making sure I get nicely towards those cuticles there, and then blending down the nail. What's up, baby dog? Sorry, my dog is desperate to be cuddled by me today. What's up? She's doing that terribly caring thing because I'm lying in bed with a bad back. And she's looking all concerned. And now I'm coming in and I've picked up a bead of the white. So my normal pickup is I pick up my liquid and then I go 1, 2, 3 in my powder. So when I do a marble, I tend to pick up, obviously get the liquid on my brush, and then I go 1 in the white, 1 in the colour, and then put on the nail because I want it slightly wetter so it's going to move nicely when I want to marble it. I'm going to place it on the nail and just kind of swirl around with the tip of my brush. I'm then using my wet brush just to pick up a bit of this glitter. This is the Metallic Multicut from the Glitter Fairy in Lilac. And then just use my wet brush again to pick up some of the Crystal Chameleon flakes in Amethyst and just placing them on just as some accents too. And we're going to do exactly the same on all of these nails. They're all just having a nice little marble base. So again, coming in with that cover pink. Obviously it's a cover pink, so it's a strength powder, so I'm not worried about putting that clear base down, especially as I know next time she comes in, she's going to have all of these soaked off anyway. And also because it's cover pink, it's not going to stain the nails. Obviously if I was doing a red, even if I was taking off next time I saw her, I would put that clear base down because you don't want to stain the natural nails. Then coming in, once in the white, once in that Purpleicious, placing on the nail, and then just swirling the tip of my brush through. Adding a bit more. And again, just tip of the brush, and give it a bit of swirl around. Now remember, whenever you're marbling, especially if you're going to be adding glitter and stuff on top, you want to keep it as thin as possible, but don't overwork it. So then you saw me pat flat with my brush, but you don't want to pull or drag that because it will make the marble effect disappear. And doing the exact same thing on this nail too. Nice and close to that cuticle area. We'll blend it more up, darling. Let me move that. Come in then. Coming in with that white and that purple. Just giving it a bit of a swirl. And then just gently feathering it at that blend point. And then just adding tiny bits of glitter here and there. And that's why I use a wet brush, because if I used a bead of acrylic I'd pick up too much glitter, and I just want to use a wet brush just to pick up little bits. I just want little glints and accents in there. Okay, so now I'm going to cap all the nails in crystal glass. I'm not going to show you all the capping, I'm just going to do one nail. So getting a decent sized bead, placing just in front of the cuticle area there, pushing back and then blending forwards. And when they're all finished, I'm going to file them in. And I think I kept pausing during this filing. We were having quite the conversation, me and my client. And every now and then, I have to stop and like properly talk. So do my usual filing, so on that free edge and those side walls, getting that shape in, having a bit of a chat, going gently around that cuticle area. And then the bulk of the nail. I had to cover up my plasters because I knew they were going to get covered in dust. So I put now I look even more like I've got little club fingers. So my little bandaged up thumbs. So usual filing technique. I'll make sure I put a shortcut in the description below. A link to my filing technique video. Sorry, my dog is literally just laid in front of my face. Somebody wants a bit of attention. Okay, I'm just going to show you another one. So as you can see with this finger, my client's finger is slightly crooked and her nail also grows quite crooked. So this finger's always a bit tricky to file. I try to straighten as much as like the growth of the nail is a little more crooked than the actual like bend of the finger. Does that make sense? So I try to straighten up to the finger, but not overly straighten, because if you make it really, really straight, if the nail, because then it will look like the finger's kind of bending one way, but then the nail kind of goes off in the opposite direction just because you've tried to make it look really straight. So I try to make it look as straight as possible on the finger. I hope that's made sense. And just kind of correct the way that her natural nail kind of grows, like an exaggerated crooked. So this set as well is one that I wanted to do a small version because I'm doing a version on myself over the weekend. Don't! Oh my god, my dog is on one today. Sorry, she's now trying to steal my Terry's chocolate orange. And it's not Terry's, it's mine, Evie, and you need to back off. And it's chocolate, it will literally kill you. Yeah, so I'm doing a set quite similar, and obviously my nails, I wear them very, very long. So lots of comments I get when I have my long nails is, oh, it's so pretty, but I could never wear them that long. So I thought, perfect chance to do a shorter set, but with a similar design and similar pattern and artwork. So you can then get an idea of how you can scale down designs. Okay, so when they're all filed in, I'm dusted off, and then I'm just going to place a bit of top coat on. Now, this is the first half of the video, so I'm going to pop a link in the description below for the second half of the video, and you can watch that to see me doing the 3D artwork. So I'm just going to top coat, and then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to come back in the second half of the video and do some 3D artwork and add some Swarovski crystals. So yeah, so that's it really. So yep, I'm just going to show you all these nails and just see how sparkly they all are, and I will see you in the next video, guys. So bye!